Hello there, man of God. Today, I want to help out some of you husbands. Let me tell you this: helping your wife is not just about doing chores, it's about speaking love in a language that she can really feel. Because, brothers, here's the thing: sometimes we think we're helping, and she's looking at us like, sir, that was not the assignment. Not at all. We get it wrong. Most men, we are wired to solve big problems. We think that we need to provide money, we need to protect the house, we need to handle the emergencies. But sometimes the biggest way to love your wife is handling the Tuesday stuff like the laundry, like the dishes, the kids, the gas tank. Her gas tank may be sitting on E and she's been praying all the way to work or all the way home from the store. Ephesians 5 teaches us to love our wives the way Christ loved the church. And how did Christ love? He served. Yes, he served. He sacrificed. He paid attention to the needs before they were spoken. Leadership in marriage is about, let me rephrase that. Leadership in marriage is not about dominance, it is about love. It's responsibility wrapped in love. Let me say it again. Leadership in marriage is not about dominance. It's responsibility that's wrapped up in love. And that love that you show for your wife is helping out with some chores, helping out with things around the house. Yes, man, I know you had a hard day at work. However, let me tell you, doing a couple chores for your wife, taking some things off of her plate can have a huge difference in the peace that's in your home. So hear me on this one. A clean and a tidy house is a calmer house. Let me say it again. A clean and a tidy house is a calmer house. A calmer house is a more peaceful house. And peace in the home matters. When the house is chaotic, when the house is cluttered and overwhelming, let me tell you, this is what happens. The stress level in your house is going to go up. Stress levels go up. Patience go down. Little things become big arguments. Like you missed the clothes basket with your socks. Now it's this full-fledged argument. When the home is clean, when your home is organized and cared for, it creates space for peace. It creates space for connection. It creates space for rest and for joy. You're not just cleaning a house. Let me say this very clear. You're not just cleaning a house. You're helping create an environment where your family can breathe, where your family can have more peace, where your family can have more joy. So let's look at some practical ways that you can help and that your wife is going to appreciate it. First, let's start with the clothes. The laundry. Don't just move your clothes from the washer to the dryer. Fold them, put them away, hang them up. Yes, even the fitted sheets. Everybody hates to fold those things. I don't think there's you just gotta, anyway. Even the fitted sheets, which we hate folding, fold those fitted sheets for your wife. You are a man of God. You can do hard things. What she feels is that she's not carrying this house alone. Those small little gestures go a long way. And men, you can, if you're not going to do the clothes, at least put your clothes where they're supposed to be. Put your clothes in the hamper. I know, you know what? I had this, I was not putting my clothes in the hamper for the longest time. So, you know what? Here's how my wife trained me. When I got ready for bed at night, I dropped my clothes right there in the same spot next to the bed. So, what my wife did was she put a clothes basket there. Now, I cannot miss. My clothes are right there. Help your wives out. Those little things go a long way. Let's talk about dishes for a moment. Who here likes to wash dishes? Nobody said that ever. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't mind washing pots and pans. All the other dishes, I don't really care for. In the dishwasher, they go. Now, how hard is that for us to put dishes in the dishwasher? Man, let me give you a little advice here. This is what happened for us. I hate doing dishes. We have a dishwasher. I prefer to do dishes by hand because I don't really know how to use the dishwasher. However, here's what we did to make it easy. Instead of dishes piling up in the sink or on the side of the sink, what we do is soon as we use a dish, we put it into the dishwasher. We don't have to start it. We're not going to start it for 2 plates, but we put it in the dishwasher. That way it's ready. How much, how hard is that to do? How hard is that to do? What that says to your wife is, hey, I'm helping. Those small little things. Now, she doesn't have to clear the dishes out of the sink, put them in the dishwasher, but those little things right there, you know what? Those little things are going to add up. Your wife is going to think this. She's going to think, you know what? I can breathe. I can breathe when I walk into this kitchen and there's some type of organization going on. Men, what about giving your wife a day or some time, giving her a break from the kids? This can go a long way. Let me tell you. So this morning, our son, who is 11 months old, wakes up and he's crying. He's cranky. He was irritable last night. And so it's about 6. Usually I don't get up till a little bit after that. So it's about 6. So I wake up and he's fussing. I know my wife has been dealing with him all night. So I get up, I take him downstairs, get him fed. We watch some TV. We hang out for a couple hours. We took another nap. And then I made my wife breakfast, which I usually make my wife breakfast. Made her breakfast, took it up to her, said, hey, can you take over for Caleb now? And she was so appreciative of those small things. Now she had a couple extra hours that she could sleep. She could get some rest. Men, let's find some time to allow your wife to have a break from the children. And this isn't called babysitting. It's funny because one time somebody said, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm babysitting my kid. They're like, no, you can't call it babysitting because it's your child. So I'm like, no, I'm spending time with my child now. So it's not babysitting, it's parenting. Take them out, feed them, have some fun. Let your wife rest for a little while. Tell your wife, hey, here's the card or whatever. Tell your wife to go out to the library and read some books or shop or just have some time to herself. And what she's going to feel is this: I'm safe to rest because I trust my husband. What about this? When was the last time you just up and put some gas in your wife's car? Fill the tank, check the tires, clean the inside even. What your wife is going to feel is he thinks about me even when I'm not there. Man of God, here's a secret weapon for you. I want you to ask this question. Honey, what would make this week easier for you? And just stand back and wait for an answer. Honey, what would make this week easier for you? And then zip it. Listen. Don't defend. Don't explain. Just execute. What would make this week easier for you? Most wives are not asking for perfection. They're asking for partnership. Marriage is not 50-50. Biblical marriage is 100-100. You both are giving 100% to your relationship. Two people choosing to serve each other. That's what marriage is all about. You serving your wife serving you. If you want your wife to feel loved, make her life lighter. Make her load smaller. Make her feel seen. Strong men don't just build careers. Strong men build peaceful homes. Men, this is what we are called to do. If this video helped you, drop a "I got you" in the comments. I got you. And what that means is you got your wife. You're going to grab some chores. You're going to lighten her load. You're going to ask her, what is it that this week I can help to lighten your load? Man of God, don't forget to subscribe, follow for more real, practical, faith-based marriage wisdom. And don't forget, man of God, do some chores. Take care and God bless. I'll talk to you soon.